Today will bring dangerous tornadoes, destructive hail, and widespread damaging winds across the Great Plains. Then on Monday, the threat escalates further. The environment may support intense to violent tornadoes, giant hail, and significant damaging winds. By Tuesday, the danger shifts east, bringing another round to millions more. By second 12, text overlay enlarges. Monday, moderate risk, SIG-2 tornado and AMP, hail threat. Quick cut to the SPC outlook for Monday, with a large moderate risk area and the SIG-2 hatched region. Sharp, urgent beep. A level 4 out of 5 moderate risk has been introduced for Monday, with a SIG-2 tornado threat meaning EF3+ tornadoes are possible. The next 3 days will be very intense. Transition to the weather studio. Music fades to a low, driving bed. Let's start with today, Sunday. The Storm Prediction Center has expanded the enhanced risk of severe weather from Colorado into Kansas, Iowa, and Minnesota. This includes Sioux Falls, Omaha, and even Kearney, Nebraska. A large slight risk and marginal threat blanket the Midwest and reach as far west as Utah and Texas. Significant damaging winds are the main concern today, with some storms producing gusts over 80 miles per hour. The highest wind threat will be between Omaha and Sioux Falls, where a powerful line of storms will develop this evening. Large to very large hail is also expected, with at least 3 or 4 storms capable of baseball-sized hail. There is a very elevated tornado risk today. A 15% tornado probability hatched area sits just northwest of Omaha near Sioux Falls, where EF2+ tornadoes are possible. Strong tornadoes are also possible as far south as Kansas and as far north as central Minnesota, just outside Minneapolis. A low tornado risk extends to Texas and Michigan. Have multiple ways to receive alerts today. We will be going live with extensive coverage when storms fire. Now, Monday is the day I am extremely concerned about. The Storm Prediction Center has introduced a level 4 moderate risk for parts of Nebraska and central and eastern Kansas. An enhanced risk surrounds it, from Omaha and Des Moines to Kansas City, Wichita, and northern Oklahoma. A giant slight risk stretches from Michigan to Texas. All hazards will be on the table. Scattered to numerous damaging winds of 60 to 85 miles per hour are expected, with 80+ mile per hour gusts in the hatched area. The hail risk is just as alarming. A SIG-2 hail risk has been issued for Wichita, Omaha, and Kansas City, meaning hailstones 3.5 inches or larger, softball-sized or bigger, are likely. Baseball-sized hail is possible as far south as Abilene, Texas, and as far north as Des Moines. The tornado risk is also at a SIG-2 level, the first time we've seen this on a Day 2 outlook. A 15% tornado probability hatched area means EF3+ tornadoes are possible tomorrow afternoon and evening across Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, and Oklahoma. Monday has the potential to be a tornado outbreak. Even outside that hatched area, a large 5% tornado risk stretches from Michigan to Texas. This is a day that demands your full attention. Make sure you're subscribed and have multiple ways to get warnings. We will be live all afternoon and evening covering this major outbreak. On Tuesday, the severe weather continues from the Great Lakes into the southern plains. Significant damaging winds, very large hail, and a few tornadoes are possible, especially from St. Louis to Dallas-Fort Worth. Now let's go day by day with the timing. Today, the first storms will increase around 3 p.m. in South Dakota, moving towards Sioux Falls with a damaging wind threat. The main event starts after 4 p.m., with an isolated supercell in northeast Colorado producing very large hail and a low tornado risk. By 6 p.m., storms will explode in the very favorable environment near the Nebraska-Iowa border. Significant tornado parameter values are extreme, with the hatched 15% tornado risk centered just northwest of Omaha. Storms will fire quickly north of Kearney and York, near Columbus and Norfolk, and as far south as Concordia, Kansas. Any storm that stays discrete in this environment will carry an elevated risk for strong to large tornadoes and giant hail. However, I think today may lean more toward a significant wind event, as storms upscale quickly into a line by 7 to 8 p.m. If any supercell can remain discrete, a few strong tornadoes are possible from Sioux Falls to Superior, Nebraska. By 8 p.m., a very significant damaging wind threat will hit southwest Minnesota, including Redwood Falls and Worthington. By 10 to 11 p.m., that line will slam Minneapolis with 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts and a couple of embedded tornadoes. Further south, the tornado threat will lower as storms become more linear. Overnight, damaging winds and heavy rain. Now, Monday is a whole other level. Significant tornado parameter values are forecast to reach 10 out of 10 south of Omaha. The scale does not go any higher, and this tells you the environment is primed for a significant tornado outbreak if discrete supercells form. Computer models show discrete supercell initiation around 2 to 3 p.m. in Kansas and Nebraska. The HR model has two very powerful supercells developing right in the SIG-2 tornado risk area by 3 to 4 p.m., capable of intense to violent tornadoes. This is happening when kids are in school. Early releases should be considered in southeastern Nebraska. By 5 to 6 p.m., there may still be a discrete supercell or two capable of long-track significant tornadoes. But I do expect storms will upscale into a line by 7 to 8 p.m., with damaging winds, embedded tornadoes, and very large hail continuing across the entire region. By 9 to 10 p.m., a massive complex of severe storms will stretch from Wichita, Kansas, to Minneapolis, producing widespread damaging winds, very large hail, and embedded tornadoes. This line will remain intense through midnight, with 60 to 80 mile-per-hour winds from Wichita to Davenport. Overnight, the line will push east, still producing significant damaging winds, very large hail, and a tornado threat. On Tuesday, storms will begin firing again as early as lunchtime, from St. Louis to Dallas-Fort Worth. The highest tornado risk Tuesday appears to be near the Great Lakes, beneath the low-pressure system, where wind shear will be stronger. However, the highest wind and hail threat will be concentrated from Texas into central and southern Illinois. A significant line of storms will roll into the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex by 8 to 9 p.m. By Wednesday, the severe threat should diminish, but isolated storms with wind, hail, and a brief tornado will remain possible from the northeast to the Gulf Coast. This is a life-threatening outbreak sequence. Please, take action now, have multiple ways to receive warnings, know your safe place, and be ready to move at a moment's notice. We will be live with extensive coverage today and tomorrow. Subscribe, ring the bell, and share this